It may not be as bad as I think, but I feel like I spend a bit of time bagging on games that use Renaissance traders as their themes. For every Chaos in the Old World or Ticket to Ride, there's some dude in pantaloons waiting to demonstrate to the whole world just how geeky our chosen hobby is. But sometimes a game is good enough to look past the guys in silly hats and put it on the table. You asked for it, and I will now give it to you. This one's for all the nerds. Princes of Florence is a sort of combination of Ra and Tetris. Everyone has their own palazzo that they want to fill with stuff in order to attract different artisans, scholars, and other cool people. Those cool people will do cool stuff, which will get players money that they can use to buy more stuff to get more cool people. The first half of each round is the auction phase. Players bid for various things going around the table until everyone but one passes. Once someone has bought a thing, that thing can't be sold again for the rest of the phase. Forests, lakes, and parks are landscapes that go into your palazzo and enable your cool guy professionals to make better stuff. Gestures are like landscapes, but they just sit to the side of your board. Builders let you pay less for buildings and give you a little more freedom when placing buildings. Prestige cards give you secret objectives to meet for bonus points at the end of the game. Recruit cards won't make any sense to you until we cover how to complete works, which can happen in the action phase, which happens right now. A different set of stuff becomes available in the action phase. Players get up to 2 actions each in this phase, but some things can only be done once per round. Freedoms are like landscapes in that they can help your cool guy professionals produce better works. You can only have one of each freedom, and there's always one less tile of each freedom available than there are players. Aside from landscapes, buildings are the other tiles that go into your palazzo. They cost 700 monies each and can only touch at the corners, but both of these things can be improved for each builder that you have. Bonus cards increase the value of your completed works based on criteria listed on the cards. Now that I've spent enough time talking about works, let's go into how to complete them. Players start the game with a few profession cards and can get more during the action phase. These cards have a list of things that cool guys in that profession like to have around. Completing a work involves putting the profession card face up in front of you and adding up all the little bonuses to get a total work value. If you have a recruit card, you can instead swap it with someone's already played profession card. As the game goes on, the minimum work value required to complete a work goes up and up, so getting more and more of these bonuses becomes crucial. Completed works score their work value times 100 in cash. You can take the money or cash it in for prestige points. After everyone's taken their actions, the player who produced the highest valued work scores 3 points, and we go into the next round. After 7 rounds, points from the player's prestige cards are added up, and the player with the most total points wins. You know, now that I've broken it down, this game isn't nearly as heavy as you'd think. Sure, there's lots of decisions to make in the action and auction phase, but the goal is always clear. Get more stuff to make your cool guys happy so they can produce better works. It's a concept that's pretty easy to grasp, which makes this game highly teachable. There's also very little direct interaction, which can be a negative for some people. Most of your time will be spent looking at your palazzo or your cards, and the only way to screw somebody else over is to buy something out from under them. Multiplayer solitaire is a very accurate descriptor for this game. Another descriptor for this game is nerdy. Seriously, look at this guy, and look at the components. There is nothing about this whole situation that says cool activity for the hip crowd. But you know what? I'm fine with that. Sometimes you want to blow stuff up or corrupt the land or whatever, but sometimes you want worker placement, economic engines, prestige points, and or little wooden cubes. And when you do, this is a great one to have in your collection. Nerds.